Good morning, traders. Welcome to Flow with the Markets Tuesday, volume 175. Iliya here. Really happy to tune in 5 minutes into London Open to have a look what is happening with the market, how Monday played out, and of course, how we can adapt. You know, this video is pretty raw. I just start speaking, covering the market so we can do it together. I'm going to start doing those videos live from next year. So we're going to be tuning in around this time and trading live together. You can ask me questions, Q&A, and all this sort of stuff. I think it's going to be great. Let me know if you want me to do this. So first of all, I want to start with a little lesson that I relearned a while ago, which is knowing when to trade and when not to trade, right? So hopefully you've had a look at the economic calendar this week. It is bulked with news, right? And we have very, very, very important news. So today we have CPI, which is going to be measuring inflation. Everybody is waiting for this. We can see already the market pricing it in, right? We can see the stocks are a little bit going higher, right, on Monday without the CPI actually going out. So today we have CPI, which you do not want to trade into. Right, this is one of the most volatile events, right? Especially right now, as we have huge expectations for inflation. Then tomorrow we have Fed interest rate. Then we have ECB rates. Then we have this. Then we have that. So again, is this a high probability week? Is this a week that you want to trade and really risk your capital into? Well, to me, not really. Right, so I'm even thinking to stepping aside. I'm just observing the market. If I see something that ticks my plan, I'm gonna take it. But yesterday it was a complete mess. Right, the 50-minute just went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So you couldn't even catch anything, and you would have taken a couple of losses if you really tried to force it. Okay, so make sure, go your economic calendar, check out the news, CPI today. You can go tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, Fed press conference, projections, monetary policy, all of this sort of stuff. GDP, even for the NZD, we have so many news. CPI for the pound as well. Like every single currency this week has some sort of news. Right, so definitely be careful. Going into the technicals right now, what is happening, right? So if you just look at price like this, what is happening? Well, we have actually clean structure being forming up right now, but it's overall kind of in a little bit of a consolidation, I would say, especially right now. So you can see this kind of scenario was more like a daily / weekly scenario, where we take out this high and then we tap into this daily supply zone and then we flush from there. But of course, the recent one, which is the 4-hour scenario, was this. So the market came in, it grabbed this high as liquidity as expected, and right now we're flushing. So very good scenario playing out so far. What you're gonna see is that right there we had a couple of flat highs that got taken yesterday night. And yeah, what are we doing right now? Well, we're just trying to kind of push down, but it's very weak, and we are probably gonna continue consolidating today until CPI comes out. And then we have Fed tomorrow, we have ECB. So I think the dollar is gonna do some fun stuff this week. So I'm definitely really looking to stay on the sidelines. All right, so if you just go ahead with it. Yesterday, we had the Asian high, which formed in a very flat high manner. So I told my team, well, I would just love to see this one got taken before I actually take a short. But then we created a trend change that happened right there, but then it was already kind of too late to short. Why is it right there? Because this is my main range that caused the structure break, and all of this was internal. But you can see we had an MSS market structure shift, and then we just started making lower highs and lower lows. Then we aligned bullish, and then you started up, down, up, right, higher low, high, and it is actually right there that we formed the new trend change. And this is currently our, this is a very strong supply, because that could be potentially be the 4-hourly lower high, right? But if you actually zoom in right now, this is the last break of structure right there, and we're currently retesting the last supply. So this is currently what I'm going to be looking for, right? So I'm going to be dropping to the 1 minute right now and looking for my entry setup. Right, but again, as I keep saying, I'm probably not gonna be trading, because I do expect for us to continue ranging. Maybe it's gonna give us a move lower, maybe to take out this recent high. But once again, look what we're doing on the 4H. Right, it's down, it's overall down, but especially with this range, what I'm gonna show you on EU right now, EU is definitely not looking great. So the XY right now is short bias. Right, it's short bias, but it can very easily break above this one, then head for that one. And then from there, I'm going to be looking to see what's happening. But pretty much, there are my two scenarios. Right, either a trend change up and then to take a long, or a continuation down. Okay, and yeah, or of course, the next one will be to just continue kind of doing fun stuff inside this range. So again, just be mindful of this, that we might not have clean price action going forward. So looking at EU, let's jump on the Forex. I still have all of my trades, so maybe delete them. Yeah, major range, right? I marked it out right there. High, low, high, high. Look for how long we have stayed in this range, right? That's quite a while. So that's 7 days. Well, we have the weekend as well. But you can see this right there, as I indicated on the analysis, this one is internal. Those are internal breaks of structure. This is the last internal break. There is the last demand. The market tapped, responded, came in again, responded again, right? So my outlook was pretty much, well, to see it pull back and then go up. So yeah, it pulled back and then went up. So analysis is spot on. But do we get any opportunities? Well, not really, right? So what you can see right now is that we're starting to range. Why? Well, because we have so many news incoming, right? And we have been inside this range for a very long time. And if you just like take the 50% of the range like this, have a look. This is how you know that we're in a range. There are interactions, like you can see, come on. You can see here, interaction, break, retest, interaction, break, retest, interaction, then comes in interaction, right? So it's just like staying around the middle of the equilibrium, building up the orders, and we're probably going to be initiating either up or down this week, right? So don't try to guess, just wait for the market to do its thing, and then we're going to jump in, right? So going on to the 15-minute right now, yesterday, here, up, down, right? So even from here, we had a down here, up there, down here, up there, down here. So absolutely messy. Then we aligned bullish here. And right now, if I just zoom in, like this is what we're currently trading inside. So we took out the Asian high. There is a structure break. That was demand, right? That was demand. It came in, reacted. It tried to react 100 times. And right now it's just about to break it. So if it breaks it right now, then the 50-minute goes bearish. But what is the hourly doing? Well, it's bullish. And where are we going to go right now? Well, towards that 50% line that I just removed, right? So we can push down a little bit and then we can, for example, stop somewhere right there and continue to range. So is this a high probability market to trade? Not really, right? Going on the 1 minute, you're probably going to be losing a lot right there. Because if you don't have a specific entry criteria, like for me personally, no, this one took out the high, so I wouldn't even have taken this long right there. But you could have possibly taken a long right there. Maybe break even, maybe a loss. Definitely I'm avoiding this one. So right now we're just coming about to break it. If it breaks it, then I can be looking for some counter trend shorts, but probably I'm not going to do this because it just doesn't look great, right? So EU right now, not good. Let's see how the others are doing. Aussie dollar, this is Euro yen. I'm used to Aussie dollar because after EU I break Aussie dollar for my team. Look at EJ though, right? As we mentioned in this one, it was bullish. This was the higher low. It tapped inside, and then I said, well, if this low failed to take out this high, then it becomes liquidity. Look at that, bang, spot on. We took it out, but then did we actually throw a little pullback? Wow, I have so many scenarios here, or no, I just duplicated them right now. Okay, let's see what we actually had right here. Well, yeah, we opened with a little bit of a chop, so then we just initiated outside of the Asian range. We came back, which is one of our Asian range variants that I teach in my course, and then we massively expand to the highs. So yeah, this is pretty much your only opportunity right there, and it's kind of not even perfect. What is this? It's not even perfect because it still took out the low that was supposed to be the major one, and then it retested the extreme. So maybe some of you, if you're trading like these kind of ranges with what they call inducement like this, then you maybe would have taken something right there. But yeah, this is definitely the long, and then we just keep pushing up. So right now, if I just go back to the Forex, where we have a break of structure on the Forex, we have a massive bullish range right now. So pretty much, yeah, we can take this as supply, but still make it a bit bigger to also embrace that little range right there. So this is your supply. This is your current range that hasn't formed yet. So what you can do is you can either try to short it. So look at this right now. Took out the Asian high, massively rejected, and also formed a trend change down. So you can immediately be looking to short counter trend, right? Is this something that you would like to do? Not really, because it's counter trend and the market can just continue going up. But again, if this is the high, then we can take a short, ride it towards the lows, and then take a long with continuations. So let's see, this is how I look at Euro yen. But it was very volatile yesterday. Like you can see, very nice expansion. So you could have maybe taken a few trades right there, but you can see here, this is the trade that you definitely should have taken this long. Then it goes down, then it goes up, then you look for this, it doesn't tap, and then it's pretty much the end of the day. So euro yen right now, again, at the high on the 4H, we have the first kind of bearish reversal signal. So if you wish, wait for it right there, wait for your entry opportunity, and then we can go short. If it continues to break up, then you just keep following the 50-minute until you're wrong, right? So this is this AU. You can see AU failed to hold. So we pulled back inside this demand. We opened very bullish, which was nice. We tried to push up, but then we flipped and we went down. So what is happening right now? We have to adapt. We have a new 4-hourly structure break. And in fact, this is a trend change because we shift to bearish. And right now the market is tapping into the brand new supply zone. So dropping onto the 50-minute, the 50-minute is right now bullish. It actually came in, aligned bearish during Asia, and then you should have technically shorted from here with a lower time frame entry, but it just chop around a little bit and then it flips to bullish, right? So this is then our break. So what I would love to see right now is for the 50-minute to potentially align bearish so I can take a short, because again, the 4-hour on this one to me right now is bearish, but the daily, you can see that daily is coming in from here with a push, pullback, potentially traveling towards a high. So was this like some sort of a liquidity grab to come and tap into this region to start pushing up? Maybe, right? And if we break above this one, then that is going to be a 4-hourly break. Then I'm going to be looking for a continuation higher. For now, like my 4-hourly says bearish, so I'm going to have to look for sales. But first I will need to see like a 15-minute reversal signal, create a nice sell-off, and then look for something like this. Similar to what we have on EJ, right? This is what I want to see. Like maybe to chop around, liquidation, then it goes down, right? Break structure, trend change, pulls back into the zone, and then we can potentially start shorting it, right? The thing with this one is that it's actually bearish on the 4H, so we have a much higher probability. So let's see how it forms. Shorts, if it breaks above the zone, then we turn longs, and then we have to adapt. So I do think we're going to need a lot of adaptations this week because there are going to be some large moves. Also JPY, we can see the JPY pairs are pretty bullish right now. So we opened, we pulled back, right? We didn't fully tap into the zone, but that's fine. Then we started to chop around. So probably somewhere here. But okay, this one is tricky because, yeah, well, this one is very tricky. I didn't explore this in the weekly outlook, but this is your range. This is your range. Right, this one didn't take out the high, so it's from this low to this high. Everything here is internal, so that makes it very tricky to trade because you don't know pretty much where to long from and short from. so yeah, technically this was the push, which is the same push on the 15-minute. It has the same push as it is on the 4H, right? And then it just did all of this, then it broke up. So this is where we broke up, right? This is the first time we broke above, and then we asked the question, what caused the break? Well, I would personally take this one, and this one immediately gets broken. You might take something lower and then you nail a win, right? But it's again way too messy. It's way too messy, like massive wick down, then it pushes up, then a sharp spike lower, and right now it's aligning bullish. So if you wish to trade it, then this is if you just follow the flow. This one is bullish right now. This one is definitely bullish on the 4H, unlike AU. So what you can simply do is go with the trend. Like this. So let's wait for the pullback, alignment on 1 minute right there, and then we go long. So that's my AJ. NU, you can see unlike AU, NU held from demand. So this gives us a hint that maybe AU is not that bearish, right? It's just a little bit weaker and it took out the low, but NU did not, right? So it came in, reacted, then this low failed to take out the high, so it became liquidity. It came in, took the liquidity, and right now it is starting to push higher. So same drop during Asia and then same bullish alignment right here. So what I would do right now in this situation is I would just try to right now follow the 15-minute, right? So hopefully this pushes a little bit, retest, boom, 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 until we shift down, then we can take it down, then we shift up, and then we continue going higher with the 4-hourly, right? So this is my expectation, but again, let me bring something to your attention. What is happening right now, right? What is happening even from here? We are actually, I forgot about something, but we are actually bearish on NU. Why? Because of this. This is the 4-hourly break. I completely forgot about this. This one is your range. All of this inside is just internal. So this is actually not bullish right now. What I'm showing is not bullish. We're still bearish and we tapped inside this supply and it's currently just cooking for something. So is this a high probability market? Nope. Right? But of course, if we wish to intraday trade something, well, this will be my pick. But is it clear? No. especially right now. We just took out the Asian high. It's starting to chop around a little bit. You can be going to the 1 minute to try to long, and then you get a couple of stop losses. So stay patient. NJ, it's probably bullish. Yep, so this one actually attacked even this high. Wow. JPYs are going on a madness. So yeah, well, pretty much this one, we have a new 4-hourly range, which is this. The market already came in, rejected, pushed, rejected again, and it just keeps climbing up. But look at how it climbs up with wicks. It's not very clean. And then dropping on the 15-minute. Well, yesterday I definitely think you could have taken long opportunities right there. So if you zoom in, you had to push 50%. Then you had an internal alignment here. Retest, push, another retest, but you still, if you kept your stop loss, you still stay secured below here. Then it impulses, then same pullback as on EJ and AJ, tap inside, continuation up. What is happening right now is that we are still technically bearish, or no, it's equals. So we're technically bullish right now. And what is our range? It looks something like this. Right, so what we did here, because this is equal highs, if this one went above, then that would be fine, but this one is perfectly equal. I think the high is 122, yeah. So it's equal, so this is our range. So we pull back below 50%, and right now we're going on, and we actually just took out the high, okay. So we just took out the high. What caused the high to be taken is this higher low. So again, similar to the other JPYs, we look for the market to pull back right there, alignment on lower time frame, and then we go with the long bias, because we're also bullish on the 4H. Right, so that's NJ. UJ, yeah, well, this is why the JPYs are bullish, because this one started very nicely, and you can see I'm overall expecting shorts on this one. I expected this one to take out the high and then go short, but no, it went long. And this is my second scenario. Come in right there, take out this high, which we did, and right now start to cook and align for potential shorts. So is this gonna happen? Well, we're gonna see today, tomorrow, and the day after with all the news that are incoming. So currently, if you just look at the 4H, right? 4-hourly aligned bullish here. Push, pullback. This pullback is not valid to me. So to me, the range is still coming in from the low to the high. And this one is a good demand zone to potentially long from. So just looking at the 4H, this is how I would look at it, right? But I'm also aware that we're sitting in a massive weekly/daily level that can cause the market to also short. But so far, we are right now bullish on the 4H. So that is our high probability setup. We can see on the 50-minute, we aligned bearish right now, precisely right here. Oops. So we aligned bearish precisely right there. We already pulled back, then we broke structure again. And this is currently the most recent supply that we can try to short from, right? But this is counter to what we have on all the JPY pairs, which are all of them, okay, except EJ, are bullish, right? So you can see even the correlation does not make sense right now. So stepping aside, if this one goes up from here, then I will be looking to long, targeting Asia high and then targeting deep into the zone. If it goes short right now, you can be dropping to the 1 minute to look for a short on this one. Although you gotta wait a little bit, because this is just pure imbalance right there. So you gotta wait for a little bit of development here. So again, it doesn't look like an immediate opportunity. You have to wait for more liquidity grab. UCAT. Let's see this one. Ooh, I'm either very bearish or very bullish on UCAT, but you can see that this one is, I think UCAT is a very good, yeah, it's not an index, but it shows us like what the dollar is also doing right now. Look at it. So it's, yeah, due to this wick, it kind of turned bullish for me, but it's also looking at the same time bearish. And what are we doing? We're just chopping around. So immediately when I see this, I skip this pair. So I'm not going to be looking to trade this one until the CPI comes out, right? If you're feeling like risky, then Asian high got taken. You got an alignment right there, bearish. You had a supply zone. You can take a short from here. Why not? Right? Right now you have a bearish trend. So it actually broke up. Just right now, it's actually aligning down. So you can try to maybe take a short, but you're already going to be tapping into demand. So this is something that you don't want to do. Okay, so even UCAT does not look great. So stepping aside from this one. GU, what can I say about GU? Also ranging, right? Look at how compressed price is, right? Just start to compress. It's cooking for something. So do you want to trade this? Not really. Yeah, really. So It came in, it didn't take out the low, tried to push, it fails, and right now what it's doing is just staying in the middle of this overall range, right? If you drop on the 15 minute, do you want to trade this kind of price action? Not really, right? Well, maybe you get lucky and you take a trade from here, and yeah, then your stop loss is safe above, so you nail a good trade. That's fine. Okay, very good. But then the market returns back, stops with break even or something, and it just continues to range. So again, this one definitely not tradable right now. So you get my vibe pretty much with all the pairs. They're not clean, right? So GJ pushed, gave a little pullback on Monday right there, stayed for a little bit. Definitely maybe you could have gotten a long trade right there, although I see just a huge wick down there. Yeah, look at that wick, taking out the Asian low, and then it just starts to align. So again, your task will be then, as I always keep telling you, the fall is bullish, it has completed its pullback, so then your task is to just keep following the 50-minute until you're wrong, and also towards the high. So that happened. Right now we have a brand new fall high. We also took a very major liquidity area. So I would expect a pullback. So dropping on the 15, similar situation to EJ. Took out Asian high, took out massive liquidity on the left, creating a bearish trend change. So we can look for here and try to take a short against the trend, which is something that we don't want to do. So some of the JPYs are looking really strong right now, but some of them can also initiate a pullback. So be careful. Be careful. And we also have a lot of JPY news incoming. I see tomorrow we have some JPY news. So again, week full of news. Gold, not great of a development so far. So what I was looking for is for these flat lows to be taken. Well, we're already kind of initiating a little bit, but I would just want to again remind you that this is our range and all of this right now is internal. So we are trading right now within a range. So again, be careful, right? Be careful. Those are my two scenarios. I'm not going to be trading inside this range because we just don't know what's going to happen. I would love for this one to get taken, right? And then to try to long from here, from this area, rather than trying to long from the middle of nowhere right now. What I would love to see is to have a new hourly break and then to actually align with it, but that didn't happen. So currently, I am going to mainly focus on this scenario, or then maybe it goes up like this and then we continue following it. Okay, so gold for me, not tradable right now. If you wish to day trade, of course, intraday, you kind of have the Asian range, it gets taken out and then you align bearish and then you can try to trend follow these moves down. Okay, but to me, I look for high probability trades that are with the hourly trend that is going to give me the best return, and I'm going to be calm when I take the trade. So that's gold, not tradable. US30 you can see rising in. I saw a tweet this morning, somebody said who what was the word? Yeah, who released the CPI before they are out, right? Because we can already see massive expansion on US30, which means that dollar should be going down. But is this just a premature investor thing, putting in like puts and stuff like this to cause the market to go up, maybe to FOMO some traders? We don't know. But technically this one, it actually went. Oh, Wanda didn't take out the low. What the hell? Well, I have another broker that actually took out the low and created a new lower low. So that is very strange. Well, in both cases, then this will be our major lower high, then we still turn bullish. But to me, here we turned bullish because on my broker, this one was a lower low right there, or one that did not mark it as a lower low. So we turned bullish on Voyage, which is very strange. Massive push yesterday. There were a couple of longs. I think my community took a long. My community took a long in the morning from here. A 5R, very nice move. Then there were, I think we tried to long from here. I personally didn't trade yesterday. There were some attempts from here, but I'm not sure if they were successful. And we just continued massively pushing up. So right now we are at a major high. You can see the market is kind of starting to high, wick. 3 pushes into the highs, trying to align bearish right now. Do you want to go short on this one? No. Do you want to go long on this one? No. Because we just took out major liquidity. We are at a high. So again, none of those scenarios are great. So again, even indices right now, Nasdaq actually held from the higher low, right? So this one was a bullish alignment, pullback, held, and right now it's going on and making a new high. But again, I am waiting for this week to be over before I touch indices. Also S&P, right? I was expecting for them to align bearish, but they actually held from the mat and went on and made the new high. So is this gonna go on for now? Right, are we going to have an uptrend? But again, keep in mind that daily aligned bearish, right? Daily is bearish on all pairs right now. So is daily going to prevail or is hourly going to prevail? Well, usually the higher time frame prevails. So I do think hopefully today or tomorrow we're going to have a drop. on stocks, on indices, so we can of course buy some. And crypto is just chopping around. So again, guys, just to wrap it up, I don't think it's high probability time to be trading right now. You can see Dixie goes up, goes down. Right now it aligns. So for example, right now it aligns up, but I bet after I close this analysis, it's gonna go down and it's gonna start doing something like this, right? So just play all outcomes, and again, just stick to 4H, right? What is your 4-hourly trend? Whatever that 4-hourly trend is, that is your highest probability trade. EU, right now, it's overall bullish, but I'm just not trading EU right now because I don't like this range. I don't want to be trading in a range because we're not in an uptrend right now, we're in a range. And we're precisely right now in the middle. So, of course, right now you can see the 50-minute aligns bearish, right? So you can take a supply and you can look for something like this. From here, take a very quick short, target Asian low, and you're done for the day, right? So look at that great momentum right now. So this is why I want to do those late. So we're gonna maybe start from London Open, which is when I start to trade. So then we can say, okay, look at that, we were bullish, the market responded, it failed to break, right now it broke lower, and I'm gonna be looking for a retest right now to take a short, and then during that time we can answer some questions and do some fun stuff, right? So yeah, EU goes down, EJ rejects very nicely, so you can be taking a short right there. Aussie dollar, just waiting for it to do something. In fact, you can even say that this one is already aligning bearish, so you can start to short it because it's bearish on the 4H. NU, yeah, it's still bullish, so I wouldn't touch this one. UJ, look at it right now. It's probably gonna break above, and then it's gonna start breaking below. Gold, it's not, what is this? It's not clear for me so far, so I'm looking not to trade it. And pound as well starts with a massive rally right now, with a massive drop. You try to long, then it goes short. It's probably going to collect Asian low. Maybe it's going to even collect these lows, right? So yeah, just allow the market to play, guys. It's not a high probability week to be trading. Protect your capital, wait for all the news, and please do not trade during CPI and the Fed's interest rate decision and the ECB interest rate decision, because they're going to be huge. All the investors, all the traders are waiting for those, and the reactions are going to be huge. You're going to have big wicks and all this sort of stuff. So step aside. And yeah, we're already into kind of Christmas mood, holiday mood. So make sure to actually step aside from trading and focus on reflecting, right? So what did you do this year? Did you achieve your goals? Did you achieve your financial goals, right? Where are you on your journey? What did you do good at? What did you do bad? What are you going to improve in the new year? Set a plan, make a plan, right? Spend at least 1 week making a plan for the next year so that you go in prepared and ready to crush your goals, right? I'm definitely going to start doing this from this week. So wishing you all the best. Trade very safe, and talk to you hopefully on Saturday. So have an amazing one. Any questions, you know where to find me, and let's hope we get at least 1 or 2 good setups this week.